Hey everyone, my name is EvilGrinNol, and right now we're going to play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. With me right now is a good friend of mine, 8BitsPerPlay. How you doing, 8Bits?
I'm doing pretty good. So this is our first attempt to stream on his channel. I hope you guys like.
Yep. So, let's see how this goes. Because I have no understanding of the law, my unobservant is all hell, and I'm kind of stupid. So I'm the perfect attorney.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, right screen is the touch screen for it.
Alright, so, episode 1, the first turnabout. No sound.
What?
Is there something wrong?
Oh. There's some sound in the game.
Oh, there isn't?
Yeah, that's okay.
So, now we see that someone got murdered with a weird-looking statue. What is that?
I have no idea what that is. What is that?
I thought it was like a person, but then it just looked like it had a bunch of legs.
There we go.
There we go.
Now, I'm not sure how loud this is for everybody else. You might want to tell us in chat how loud this is, guys.
Now, I don't know much about this game series, only that the faces are pretty well known. Like the reactions that every witness has when you accuse them of something.
I accuse you of stealing my donut.
August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Oh, hi, Chief. What is that she's wearing?
Something very revealing, hopefully.
Well, yeah.
Turn it down a bit? Okay.
Turn it down?
Yeah.
How's that? Any better? Woo, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. This says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? He helped me hide a dead body. It was weird. You mean he knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help you out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over.
Wait, are you even allowed to do cases if you know the people?
I think you can't, yeah. Like, if you know the person very well, you can't be his lawyer. Like, you could offer them advice, but I think you officially can't be their lawyer. Like I said, I have no understanding of the proper law. Death, despair, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Wow, thanks, man. Yeah. Wow, okay. Wait, his name is Butts? Buds? Nick! Hey,
that's not, I was expecting some kind of creepy looking guy.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. You can do cases if you don't act. Oh, you can do cases if you act you don't know. Well, that's true. Give the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die. It's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in the world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Okay, so Phoenix is a bit of a sarcastic guy.
Wait. He's having this kind of reaction after his
girlfriend got murdered.
Yeah, that's not the reaction I would expect.
Yeah, he wants to die because his girlfriend's dead, even though apparently he didn't do it. Neighbors say it was you, so... My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. The young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Oh, what an unfortunate name. In the 23 years I have known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I could say, though, is usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
Oh, okay. Grade school. You know, most people, that means they're around the same age, right? So he became an attorney by the time he was 23. That's pretty good.
Yeah, like how many years did you have to go to school to be an attorney?
Usually more than 4.
So
like 6 or so.
Huh. Maybe, like, this is a Japanese game, so maybe it's different in Japan. That and I own one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do, even though he went screaming, I wanna die, please fucking kill me. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Oh my god. That fucking beard is amazing.
Oh, that's a judge.
I know, but that beard. The court is now in session for the trial of Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
It looks like he has a baby face to me.
Yeah. Or maybe just make it. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, I am a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a very serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to act... Readiness. Yeah, I'm new. The guy's my best friend. That makes sense. Handshaking, eye sweat fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Or the defendant, Larry. Wait, is this really to test up my readiness or just to make sure I'm not a retard? Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Glad the case report covers so many times. It's... Wait. Oh, God. No, wait. I forgot. I'm actually sure you're up to this. Yeah, look at her face. You can see the clear regret in her eyes. You don't even know the victim's name. Like the defendant's name is listed in the court record, just touch the court record button to check it any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
To get more views in this game, they put a freaking busty lady.
Yeah, okay, so court record. So, Sydney Stone, was it?
So Cindy Stone was the victim.
Winston Payne. Faye. Alright, so... Cindy Stone.
I like how this guy actually tests you just so he can freaking be like, you know what?
Yeah, like just to make sure you're not completely incompetent. From what I understand about this game is, instead of based on how we do in America, they actually do the case during the actual investigation, so when new evidence pops up, they can be taken straight to court right away. And instead of by trial by jury like we do here, everything's decided by the judge. So sentencing and ultimately guilty or not guilty.
So basically judgehood is like godhood in Japan.
Yeah. I don't remember what exactly is the case to it, so... Yeah. I do like the faces, like he's...
I feel like he's constipated.
Yeah, like that's like clearly the face of, fuck me, I'm way in over my head. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of... Okay, it was a thinker. Since it was held upside down, it couldn't figure out what it was. It was found lying next to the floor, next to the victim. Right, so weapons... Right, be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. The only ammunition? So what you're saying is I can't bring a gun. Good to know. We call his first witness.
Okay, first of all, that's actually technical. That's the first Japanese-looking character I've seen in a Japanese game.
This one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's quite a few people that look distinctively Japanese.
Maybe, like, I haven't seen too many. Like, his face actually matches Japanese.
Oh, wait. Is the audio laggy? Swagger Sonic asked that.
Let's test the settings. YouTube's a little down on server time at the moment, so there might be like a 2-second lag.
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any of the information that might help your client's case. You get a chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. So basically, read everything they say and then try to pick holes in their story.
Pretty much.
So, okay, yeah. I could do this. X630 easily, this could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oh, God! Hey, watch it. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Okay, that's not a good sign. All those ended horribly.
Oh, both of them ended up dead.
Yeah, especially Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, see? I like Phoenix. We are of the same mind. I wasn't dumb, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? What do you describe as generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. Oh, ouch.
The prosecutor likes to give low blows.
She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Okay, dude, yeah, you got screwed over. What do you mean, one of them? She was getting mad dick all the time, I guess.
Multiple by the sounds of it.
Lies, all of it. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay, so now we have her passport. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. Yeah, dude, yes way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. I did not expect them to actually use that word. Daddy's sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took the money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude!
So wait, so he put a dick inside somebody that had old man dick in it?
Well, apparently this was after she dumped him, so yeah.
Oh.
Magic Mario. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what did you think of her now? Right? Don't you think you want to answer? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Wait and see what happens. Stop him from answering him. Let's stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wince.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. Dude, don't. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Phoenix is my spirit animal. Yeah, when I move. Oh, God. I'm going to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh, this is so not looking good. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh god, he did. Well, did you or did you not? Don't do that, you're just gonna get fucked over. What do you do? Have him answer honestly, stump him from answering him. Okay, let him answer honestly. Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there, I went. Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I, didn't see her. Did you? Wow, was that him? That was, a lot more high-pitched than I thought it would be.
What kind of voice was that?
Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove that Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Schwitt to the stand. Okay, we know this was the guy that did it from the opening. Mr. Schwitt, you sell newspaper subscriptions, this is correct.
Nah, man, he's a sugar daddy. You can see it in his eyes. He spreads his sugar so great.
Well, he looks kind of like a naked mole rat.
Oh, naked mole rat?
Yeah, you never seen naked mole rat? They have their eyes that are pretty closed. They are pink like that. Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
So you're giving him a really gay naked mole rat voice?
Well, judging from that way he has his hands together, moving his shoulders side to side.
Oh man, I'm just rubbing my hands together.
Please tell the court the day you saw the murder. Witness testimony. Okay, so I have to pay special question to this. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Hey, thanks, Dashblade. Thanks for subscribing. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone.
Or you could have knocked on the neighbors.
Yeah, why didn't you knock on the neighbors? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Claire, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone in that Mr. Swift used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Okay, so blackout, the Thinker statue, passport. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes! Yes! You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, right. This is it, the real deal.
I thought that was your bust size.
My what?
I thought that was her bust size. That's the real deal.
Yeah, she's pretty stocked. Yeah, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then what that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There is bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you find the contradicting evidence, Present it and rub it in the witness' face. Alright, touch the court record button to point out contradictions in the testimony.
I'm assuming that if you check the blackout time, it'll show a different time than what he said he saw.
Yeah, I'd say so. Alright, I was going to doors selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Okay. I thought he must be in a hurry because they left the door half open behind him.
Oh, so you can go back and forth?
Yeah, so it looks like I just could see whichever one is false and then pick out how it's wrong. So I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I called in to fight. I knew to myself inside. I fought to call police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby. She was one there. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Main room was around the defendant sitting over there. That's all of it. Alright, so let's look at here. The building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. So
He could be telling the truth on that part.
Yeah. So let's see. Time of death 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So she died before he even said that.
Wait. Go back to the blackout. Does it give you a date on when the blackout happened? Oh, back one.
No, blackout record right here. Electricity to...
I was meaning the passport, like, it says the date on there.
Oh, okay, Paris on 7/3, the day before the murder.
Alright.
Statue, the thinker. So, okay, she died 7/31, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m.
So, okay.
Yeah. Can we go back to the testimony, or...?
I think you have to go back. I have no idea.
Play it?
I have no idea.
Contradictions everywhere. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record button.
I think she's still giving the tutorial.
Alright. And find the evidence that contradicts and present it to him. Okay, so... keep going. Okay, so he said it was 1 p.m. when she died.
So she was still alive at that point.
Yeah, I think said he... Oh, shit! 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right, doesn't that sound strange to you? Yeah. Present some evidence to contradict him. Okay, I said that she must have died either between the hours between 4 or 5, but he says 1, so that has to be it. You found the body at 1 p.m., you sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of the death was sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find...
Oh my god, that's horrible.
God damn it, Phoenix.
That's horrible fun.
Dude, fine. Isn't this also inappropriate? I mean, the corpse is still, like, warm, isn't it? Technically speaking, or figuratively speaking. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Sweating. We got him to sweat. Oh, that. Objection. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. We said, like, I know this for certain, and then we have... After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? That's a really good question. He's lying! He's lying! Give him the gas! Give him the ejection!
Yeah, one bad pun after another, exactly.
Good job, Phoenix. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Wow, the judge actually looks kind of pissed. Okay.
Oh, he's smiling at a dead murder case.
Yeah, that's also kind of suspicious, like, fishy. If you're, like, smiling and you're being brought in for a witness to a murder trial, isn't that, you know, out there? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying that the time was probably come from the television. But wait! There was a blackout, so how could the television be on if there was a blackout? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. But it was a blackout. Yeah, blackout. I see. You heard a voice saying it on the time on the tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross...
Well, this one's going to be easy.
Well, it is the first one, and it's like a tutorial, so I'm pretty sure they won't go too hard on this.
Next case is going to be freaking Jack the Ripper. Or the Zodiac Killer.
Okay, you see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying that it was probably come from the television. Oh, but 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Alright, well... There was only one large television, right? I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Yeah, blackout! Shit, yeah. Like, I get that you're, like, teaching me how to do this on my own, but you could, like, not be, like, condescending about it.
Oh, you might want to change what text it's currently on.
Oh, whoops. There was a voice saying it was probably coming from the television. Oh, nope. Statue, passport, blackout report.
This facial expression he does, it's like he's about to go Super Saiyan.
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. Oh, you're fucked. Fuck your stupid pink suit. You couldn't have heard television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. You should have thought about your fucking story, asshole! Oh god, did you see that face? Wait, I remember now! The court will prefer to hear accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
Oh my god, it's like...
He got punched in the dick.
Don't worry, he's used to it. That's actually his pleasure sign right there.
My apologies, Your Honor. It, must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Look, even the judge is, like, getting all pissy.
Like...
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there. Yeah, it was the murder weapon. The killer used it... No! We have the clear murder weapon, you fucking asshole! It must have been what I saw. You saw a clock, I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross gladly.
Oh, it's a duel!
Alright, actually, I didn't hear it. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Okay, no. No. Wait just a minute. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. How is this supposed to be a clock? I don't know. Maybe it's like
sarcasm right here.
Yeah, I like Phoenix. You have your objection and evidence. Just who do you think you are? A lawyer? Just answer the question. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's the clock. Your Honor, if I may... Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, and you just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. It just doesn't look like a clock. I submitted a statue. My apologies, but
how would he know that?
Yeah, but it says the time. It doesn't show you the time. He said he saw it.
Oh, by the way, your frames per second, I just realized is on the...
Oh, shoot. Sorry about that.
Oh. Yeah, we just realized the frames per second is on there. Sorry, guys.
Whoops. But, okay, he said that... But he said he saw the time, not that he heard the time. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand, yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Well, I was going to say that the witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. On the day of the murder. Whoa, did he have a toupee? I think his hair just flew up for a second.
Oh god, it's Trump.
Oh yeah, prove it I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. You struck her in the head of the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing, please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
He even has, like, the villain gloves on.
Yeah, the rapist gloves. He just eats the rapist glasses. Wait, Mr. Payne has the rapist glasses.
Oh god.
Dun dun dun! The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Well, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never... Look, the clock... Oh, I heard... No, I saw... Oh, shit, he does have a toupee! Shut up, I hate you!
And now he went to some poor homeless dude.
It was him, I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he should have burned! Burn! Give him death! That fucking hair throw, that was awesome. Order
to pay him death.
A moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? This whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor, the sound Mrs. Rudd heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... try something the clock, yeah. I guess. I mean...
Dude, are you thinking about that?
Well, I don't know. Well, he is the thinker, after all.
Oh, God.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It is 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sawather and the actual time of death. Mr. Sawather, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing! Uh-oh. What's he talking about? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. No, no, we do have a case here. I mean... Really? It seems you lack the credible evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawat. I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal, Your lawyers are all slime. Almost had him. Where did I go wrong? Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Fuck! Okay, mine's gonna save me. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, how is it just so happens to be slow right now? Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can read. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right. Never heard that one before. Can you think of how the clock could be 3 hours slow?
Alright, what if... Okay. Assume that the clock is a dual electricity clock. It runs on battery and it can be plugged in. What if while on battery it died, but it keeps the time, and whenever power came back on, then it turned itself back on with the time it had before the battery died?
Or like the power went off, then battery life came on.
Yeah, and then the batteries died halfway through.
Okay. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Found it and let them have it. You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Enough words, let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. So, okay. Statue in the shape of...
Paris! She got the clock in Paris. Paris is 3 hours behind them, or the time zone they're currently at. Possibly? Possibly? Maybe she got the thinker in Paris, because isn't that where he's at?
Thinking too hard, he thinks. Okay. Apparently arrived from home from Paris on the day before the murder, but we can't prove that the statue is from Paris. Unless it says, like, made in Paris.
Mr. Thinker, she went to Paris. Mr. Thinker is in an exhibit in Paris.
Is it? It's in the... What's it called? Oh crap, that famous museum. What's it called?
I know what you're trying to say.
The Louvre? Is that what it's called? It's like right across from the Eiffel Tower. Submit the clock. Well, it doesn't say... it's rather heavy. Passport. It was a gift from Larry. She took it from him.
Oh.
So Blackout Port. Meep. Okay,
it was a gift from Larry, so he took it with us.
He took it from him, okay. Should we submit the statue, or the passport? Because the passport is the only one we haven't used yet. Okay, I'm going in. The victim had just returned over before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there.
It's 1 a.m. instead of... Okay, so it's saying 1 a.m. and not 1 p.m.
But it said 1 p.m.
He doesn't know it, but whenever they played the clock earlier, it just said the time. It didn't say p.m. or a.m., so it could actually have said 1 a.m.
Okay, the victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong.
Yay!
Prove it up for you, Mr. Sowit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Fuck you, Phoenix. That was stupid.
Hey.
Phoenix, I love you, but goddamn, that was horrible.
We should never be allowed to be attorneys, just saying.
Fuck no. And I think we gave that guy a heart attack.
Another bad fun.
Yeah. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Confetti?
Oh, okay. I want to go to court. It seems like fun. Yeah, confetti.
I'm a murderer? Alright, let's go confetti.
Yeah, I didn't do it. Good for you. Cake and ice cream. With that, the court is adjourned.
I'm actually liking this series so far.
Yeah, it turns out Frank Schmidt was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when the people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sowett let himself in to do his dirty work. When he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sowett grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. That's actually a nice design there. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. You want to make fuck later?
There's probably Rule 34 somewhere.
Well, I could imagine. I mean, what's the rule of it? If there's porn of it that exists?
Or the other way around, I think you mean if it exists, there's...
Oh, yeah, if it exists, there's porn of it. Sorry, I kind of had a brain fart. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen the trial end on such a satisfying note. I have never seen the chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over!
His girlfriend died, so...
Yeah, I mean, he's still upset about it, and he just found out that she was sleeping around with other guys while they're apart, so he probably isn't all that happy, but hey! You don't have to go to jail! The audio is so laggy. What's wrong with it?
Is anybody else having problems with audio lagging?
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong? It's not like your girlfriend was murdered.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not going up.
Aw, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Oh, God. I believe the game's music is tied to their mics. If you're not talking, you don't hear the music.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the OBS Studio bugs that was interesting.
So, when we stop talking, it stops lagging.
Oh, well, I can fix that in like 2 seconds flat. I remember OBS Studio version 20 freaking had that problem. It was a new bug introduced. Sorry, guys. Give us 1 second. And
thank you for your patience.
Alright, now try.
Hello, hello.
Well, geez. Sorry about this, guys. Let's try speakers.
You click default. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Cindy Wendy. There, she was a... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes. You, I can practically see the hairline now. Harry Butts, innocence. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, okay, he's over Cindy, and now he's going after Maya. Or Maya, however you pronounce it. I wasn't the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a...
Oh my god, why would you hand the murder weapon over?
Yeah, remember this? The weapon that was horribly murdered by someone? While you're at it, hey, take this knife. It was Jeffrey Dahmer's.
Oh my god.
Isn't that illegal? Like, I don't know how they do it in Japan, but I'm pretty sure even after the court's over, they take all evidence and keep it in an archive. A present for... Wait, wasn't this... Yeah, it was! Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Oh, okay, so it's the second one.
Oh, okay. You really made this? Well, okay. Thank you. I keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make me want to cry?
That crying animation, though. Oh my god.
Why is his eyes so sparkly?
He's fabulous.
It's like a shoujo manga.
Oh god.
Shut up, I read. Are you so sure? Excuse me? Who says that? Who actually else is the guy who says that? I think she fought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? You don't have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I don't know, have this. I don't know. Why am I saying that? Hey, hey, take this fucking clock that murdered your girlfriend, asshole. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling.
Wouldn't you rather have him think she's a horrible person, that way he could get over her death, though?
Maybe, but I don't know. What's like the best way? Don't you want to make him feel better that she at least cared for him, so he doesn't go like, "Oh, she hated me anyway. Ah, fuck her." Eh.
Oh no, it's called electroshock therapy. Get those memories out of his mind.
I don't think that's how it worked. Hey Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Just don't stare at me like this with those fucking eyes. I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you saw the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Mai, are you gonna die horribly? Is this why you're giving me this speech? Never let go of what you believe in. Never.
That'd be funny if her death was the final case you do in the game.
Oh, actually, that would be kind of cool. I mean, messed up, but kind of cool. Like, she's been teaching us, giving us advice, but at the very end, we have to solve her murder and then put the person who killed her in way, been like a little homage to her. Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We're drinking a toast to innocent butts.
Oh, spoiler, don't re-chat. Don't re-chat.
What? Why?
Spoiler alert, guys. I'm not gonna have him re-chat.
Why?
Just don't.
Speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Yeah, shot!
Don't worry, guys. I won't let him re-chat.
You do realize I'm like right next to the monitor. All I have to do is like turn my head and I can see the chat. Gee, Nix, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me unless you count the clock he gave Maya. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another... Oh my gosh, she's going to die right here, isn't she?
Well, okay, you can re-chat now then.
Oh my god, I fucking knew it! Just yesterday, I finished A Investigations. Can't believe Hillary helped me in that case. She actually dies in the next chapter. God damn it! I would be one to promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Sorry, Mai. You were awesome and your tits were amazing. What were those, like E, double D? A brand new episode had just been added. Turnabout Sisters. Yeah, let's save. Alright, let's get started on number 2.
Hey, Mr. Tansy.
Ring, ring.
Isn't your character based off a detective anime? Like, there's this demon forcing this little girl to help her solve crimes.
What?
Mr. Tasmi's profile pic. I swear that was a character from a detective show.
Hello, this is Maya. So, Maya, it's me. So we have May and Maya. May, what's up? You haven't caught in a while. Sorry, I have been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, all capitalized, and it's your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I have been great. Okay, why is her name question mark? So we already know her name is Maya, or Maya. Or Maya and Maya. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always! There's a lot of buzz about this upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock.
Oh, C-Control, yeah, he's the guy that hands out the black cards. Sorry, to the guy in chat. He's the one that hands out the black cards that allows you to create an unlimited amount of fake money, right? And
Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No, you know, teasing. So, okay, so we have... Maya has a sister named Maya. It's not working, that's lame. I had to take the clock out, sorry. I put some papers inside of it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? How is the Apologist's game? I never heard of it. Thanks. Oh, yeah, is it pronounced Maya or Maya?
Maya. There's Maya and then Maya.
So Maya's, like, our boss.
Yeah.
Okay. Something good, like burgers. I could always go for a good burger. Do they have burgers in Japan?
They have McDonald's.
They do?
And they have Backyard Burger, McDonald's.
Well, I mean, I've never been to Japan, so I don't know if they allow a lot of restaurants there or fast food joints. Because from my understanding, Japan's a very conservative country. Yep, I'll be Maya. Or Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m.
Well, that's probably going to be evidence.
Well, she dies in this next chapter. September 5th. Okay, so this was at least 12 hours. Or 11 hours. Faye? Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you now? You are not configurers of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. What? How do you say his laugh? Ho, ho, ho.
I see.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. He sounds like a perverted clown. Hey, kids! My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Aww. And she was so cool. God damn it.
God, the Thinker is a very useful murder weapon. What
the fuck is that? I didn't like what they did that to. Red, white, blue. Well, September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Uh-oh, I'm late. And that's strange. The chief must have gone home already. He said her sister was coming over, so we should have all gone out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Maya! Maybe she's in her office! Okay, move. Office. That smell. Blood.
Blood doesn't smell!
It kinda does. It's like a semi-metallic kind of smell.
I taste blood a lot, but I don't smell it.
Someone's there. Ah! No! Cleavage woman! Chief! Chief! Snake! 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 Da, 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 da. So I guess that must be
her sister.
Yeah, Maya. Who are you? Did she hit me? The strange girl dropped out cold. Oh, okay. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. How do you know her body was still warm, Phoenix? I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Okay, that better be the only thing you're holding. Anything else?
Let me just hold these real quick. Well, she doesn't need them anymore.
I'm pretty sure that's necrophilia. And then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. So wait, you just kept holding onto her dead body until she became cold? That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, you didn't want to call ambulance or anything first and then hold her?
Yeah. Dead cleavage is shot as dead. God damn it. Red, white, worst A villain ever. Okay, so... Wait, we have to examine this ourselves? We don't call the police? Okay, I'm pretty sure this is illegal. Alright, so... Oh, okay. This is interesting.
I did not know this game had this mechanic.
Yeah, I thought our main job was just to look over stuff, not to actually gather evidence. Okay, so let's examine that. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand.
I would also, yeah, let's say.
Yeah, I'll examine the body.
I like where you put the thing to examine.
Where did I put it? I just...
Look at the stream.
Oh, okay, that was totally unattended. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there's any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon.
Again.
Wouldn't there be, like, blood on it? The thinker had added to the court... I'm pretty sure this is a job for the police. Wouldn't I get arrested, like, for tampering evidence? Alright, so we got glass shards, the thinker... Piece of paper. It must have fallen from Maya's hand. Or May's hand, don't know why I keep saying that. The word is written in blood on this scrap paper is Maya. Or Maya. God damn it, why do I keep doing that? Maya, Maya. Maya, Maya. Gotta remember that. This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. I find out what the girl was doing here. Well, okay, so the thinker, broken shards. What's that? Chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Seems pretty good to sit in, too.
And that's where your thought process is whenever you are in a room of a...
Well, okay, if it's just a chair, what am I supposed to get from it? Oh, it's still warm, so she was probably sitting in it for most of the day. Fango ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Well, don't lawyers all make a good bit of money, even if they don't work for like a big firm? Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used was his PC for email. She picked up this ancient model some garage sale for practically nothing. Right, call. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. Oh, okay. What the hell is she wearing?
Oh no.
Is she a cosplayer?
Yeah.
I mean, just check out that boob window. She's staring right at me. Fuck! She's holding a phone in her hand.
Well, I would examine the window, see if you could, like, wave to them.
Yeah, like, hey, everything's perfectly okay here. Nothing to worry about. There's a large building across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. It's a nice, luxurious place. Well, okay, I guess I can't, like, tell her and say, like, I'm calling the police, don't worry about it. Oh, okay, I already did this. My mistake. I guess so there's nothing I could do. I have to go back. Oh, wait, let's... All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filled her case records and recent rulings. I guess I have no choice but to go back. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Who the fuck says yipes? Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Okay. Maya. Maya Fei. So, Mai Fei and Maya Fei. Those sounds more like Chinese than Japanese, don't they?
I have no idea.
Maya. So, Maya was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. Never thought she would be useful evidence like this outside the courtroom. Well, to be fair, you probably shouldn't be digging through stuff like that. I'm kind of upset that I didn't scream like, hold it! Before Maya died, she wrote a message in her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. God damn, look at
that
this
facial expression.
It reminds me of the Toe Girl from My Hero Academy.
It does, actually.
That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? I don't know, maybe you killed her. Why would she write my name? Maybe you fucking killed her! Now I've done it. That's a nice way to describe the police siren. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, please! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe? Seriously?
Wow.
Fucking Gumshoe? The dick has arrived. Gumshoe, what an odd... Okay, yeah, at least Phoenix understands it. We received a report from the building across the way, see? We got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. This word, Maya here, mean anything to you? I'm, that's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer. I'm not a killer. Case closed. Case closed. You're coming to the precinct, ma'am. Maya's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot and was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for the visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6, 9:07 a.m. Detention Center Visiting Reserve. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Well,
yeah!
I expected like what? Like what? A fucking panda? Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Well, no shit.
She probably didn't want to drop the soap, so she kept it on her. All night. Yeah, poor taste of joke, but...
Well, I mean, how, like... Did they just shove their fist inside her? I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll send the woman to the old women's prison instead of, like, the men. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. Of course I will. Sorry, not a chance. I'll say yeah, of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Yeah, cheer up! It's not like your sister was fucking murdered and everyone thinks you did it. Well, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. I did I look at her like that? No, no, I never fought. It's okay, I understand. And I also heard about you. Heard? Heard about what? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior's partner's first time in court. He's a complete moron. I wish I never hired him. I hope he dies in the fire. Fuck him. How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crushed and burned. He's a genius. Damn right I am. Hold it, take that. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. It sounds like it was fun. Yeah, I always thought court would be fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. Ouch. Well, at least she's honest. At least she's honest. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Ouch. Okay, that one did kind of hurt a bit. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trouble you. It's okay, it's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Maya... God damn it, these names. Maya, okay.
And I'd just like to point this out, Phoenix is only as smart as the user behind the game console.
Fuck you!
So don't expect too much this round, guys.
I know, okay, so... We'll examine her. Why not? Let's just stare blinkingly at her. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy.
Small for the camera?
Well, okay, I thought one to examine it would, like, let me examine the woman, like, make sure there's, like, any signs on her. Alright, so, talk. But, okay, we could talk about the day of the crime, or we could talk about Maya. It's not Mayor, it's Maya. Maya. Okay, fine. I'm not really good with names, okay? I'm kind of what I like to call an American tongue. What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it that you do? It's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. Okay. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Well, we found out that Maya is a spirit medium. Could you tell me the day above the murder? Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence. Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one that Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in your own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Sorry, cell phone. Say, Mama? Okay, I just did. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on the cell phone. The assassin is the man with the pink gloves. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sorry, thanks. Oh, sure, thanks. Alright, so Maya's number. Okay, so day of the crime. Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. It's been, during the last few hours, is talking about it. I have kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. As a thinker clock that Larry made, practically qualifies as a serial murderer now. So when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. And then I found her, my sister. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay, so I guess I have to ask her about her being a spirit medium. So you're an acolyte or medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So she was into that stuff too. Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Maybe that's why she was so popular. She just listened to the spirits of the dead. Sure, why not? Wait, what? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium, and with ESP and all that. Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact my...
Oh my god!
Are we really doing this?
Wow! Your sister just died. I know you're a medium, but can you tell her where everything is?
Well, you can't contact her spirit then, yes? We can just ask who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training.
Oh my god!
Just say it's bullshit. Just be honest. I thought that would be too easy. Yeah.
Wait, couldn't you just go to her mother then?
Yeah, or just call someone else who wasn't in training, since apparently there's Insara schools dedicated to this shit. Something the matter. I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me a list a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. It's going to be our guy in the pink suit, isn't it? And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you can go ask him to represent me? No, fuck you, you're stuck with me. I think this is the kind of thing you should really do your... Oh! Okay. Something wrong? Actually, I asked the police to contact him, and they tried calling a few times. Nobody could get a hold of him. They couldn't find him? I have no one left to ask. Say, what about your parents? Okay, I guess the parents are dead. And I was just wondering what happened if I couldn't find him. They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me up until 4 this afternoon. Visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Okay, so... we done everything we could, so I guess we just have to leave. Rosberg? Last time someone did that, Spirit said Yanni Yugi was the killer, and that was not true.
A Yu-Gi-Oh joke?
No, it just says Yanni Yugi. Or Yogi.
Okay,
sorry.
I heard what you said and I was like, that.
Sorry, I had a bit of a brain fart.
You said Yami Yugi, I'm like...
Yeah, Yogi, like Yogi Bear, or the baseball player, Yogi Berra. And yes, that was a real person.
I don't even know who Yogi is. I gotta look this up.
Yogi Berra?
No, Yanni...
Oh.
Yogi.
According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must have been hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Yeah, looks pretty nice. I guess I just have to come back later. I'm gonna go digging for your shit! Don't mind me, I'm also a lawyer. Since the question has been... Oh, it could be a Yu-Gi-Oh joke since the person has split personalities. It's a spoiler joke, don't pay any attention to it. The expensive looking mahogany bookshelves are filled with expensive looking books. Huh, funny. They don't look like they ever been read. Yeah. Guilty. It's okay, Dio. Don't worry your head over it. The wood must have been polished to a deep luster. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. What should I use, an autopsy report or a crime photo? The painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil painting is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. God damn it, Phoenix, and your goddamn puns. I guess I have no choice but to go back to the law offices.
You're going back to the murder scene?
This office is filled with police officers. Well, I guess I have to talk to Detective Dumb
for the phone.
Yeah. Fucking gumshoe. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, I don't know. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that butts guy. No! Phoenix Wright. How can anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. The butts guy. He was a killer, and you're no killer, right? Well, he wasn't a killer either. I mean, as an officer, don't you have to pay attention to the news like that? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... yeah, Detective Gumshoe. Wasn't it? Gumshoe? So what was his name in Japanese if his real name is Gumshoe here?
I kind of don't want to know.
Well, I mean, I guess it has to be like some sort of Japanese spin on words. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Ahem. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you're got business, you better do it quick. Ooh, he thinks I'm her lawyer. Well, actually... About her? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you ain't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put prosecutor Edgeworth on the We're done. You just say the city's put prosecutor Edgeworth on the trial, though. Alright, Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all.
I wonder if you can present the note as a way to get his cell phone.
Maybe. Wait, I think Phoenix in Japanese is... Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing this. Ruchi Naruhado? 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 What about Miss Faye? Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, huh? Hey, don't look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you got any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's it all. Don't expect any special treatment except for the special treatment I will give you. Edgeworth is my fave. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
No, man, I love Dick.
That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do, of course not. Technically I don't, so... No? I never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal. About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him, I was just plain dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for certain is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost an abnormal passion.
Yet he is a criminal. Because he forges evidence and so forth, right?
Well, I guess he's like, if Batman was a lawyer. He hates crime so much, he's willing to commit aggravated assault several times.
In a single hour.
Against people who really have no choice but to work with psychotics. I never imagined I'll be facing him so soon. Yeah, okay, I'll try present, see what happens. Assurance, receipt, Maya's memo. I was wondering...
Right.
Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight, tell him not so straight. Well, he seems pretty stupid. But if I tell him not so straight, you probably just get all pissy with me.
Well, I mean, he is a dick.
Yeah. There's not a single person I never presented the precious... Yeah, I wonder what happens if you did that. They'll just give you like a weird look. I'll just tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. A cell phone has a lot of numbers on it. I like her boyfriends. A cell phone holds all the girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets.
Sure, it's spicy, everything nice. Now we're creating Powerpuff Girls.
Eric, you're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call recordings in there after all. Seems like he didn't notice the recorded conversation. So wait, is this like one of those things that I could pick either one and it doesn't change the outcome? I guess I have asked all the questions I needed to. You're all done, pal? Yes, thank you, and I'll be heading out now. Oh wait, one more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lowly ways, pal. Well, isn't that what I'm supposed to do? As an attorney, I'm supposed to... Oh, well, okay. Well, like I said, in Japan, they do the trial along with the investigation. So I think lawyers in that case do have the ability to talk with witnesses before the court. But I don't know, I could be completely wrong. Come to think of it, I have completely forgotten about her. How could you forget about her? She's wearing a stupid pink suit, and I just noticed that right at the bottom of her cleavage is a heart. Okay, your choices won't change the outcome, only that are like, okay, so I don't have to freak out and worry about it. That's good.
Oh, that's kind of sad. I was hoping it would actually do something.
Oh my god, her name's April May? Actually, that's not that stupid of a name. I actually know a person named April Showers. I'm sorry about this, but can I tell you anything about her? Well, you just told me her name, Miss May. So you sent her home already then. You're trying your lowly tricks on me. She is not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than try to get a detective to leak information.
Oh, much little trusty Dick here telling you everything you need.
He's not just trusting, he's just stupid. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Alright, I guess I have to peace out.
Wait, present the attorney's badge.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to do this just to see what happens. What's that? Sorry, pal, but I got no info for the likes of you. So he just blows it off. I kind of figured he will hit. Alright, so we're going to move. I guess we'll have to go to the Gateway Hotel. September 6th, Gateway Hotel. Okay, room 303. Why is she holding her hands like that?
Oh god, she's a Nico lover.
Nico? Oh, crap, what is that? Cat or something?
Yeah.
Well, hello there, handsome. Hi, smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say anything to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Remember to sell fake Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. So, okay, the little harp-shaped things are buttons, I guess, but... Okay, it's so exciting I can hardly...
She's just an entertainer, what can you say?
She's an entertainer?
I mean, in many ways...
When you get a chance to accuse someone of being gay with a killer, you need to press that option? What do you mean being gay with a killer? Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examination this one. That'll be you, asshole. Well, I guess since she's doing that, I could just look around.
I would examine the window, that way you could see if you could actually see a good view outside.
Yeah, I think so too. The light simmer light streams through the window. There's the Fanco Lofts, this building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Okay, so it's a clear view, but too far away to make anything 100% certain. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey, hey, hey! Whoa! That fucking demented-looking grin. Then, okay, she's got the psycho twitch. What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't be pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second. I wonder what could be inside the drawer.
Well, actually, if it's a screwdriver, whenever you examined the phone earlier...
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Maybe we'll find, like, bits and pieces of the phone in there. Alright, so I can't really examine the room when she's here, so I guess I'll just talk to her. Alright, Miss May. Could you just... Who are you exactly? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee, you know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I have blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is that you do? Well, no, tee-hee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Okay, what you witnessed. I can't wait for April May to get upset. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. Like a man with a big vocabulary.
Why do I feel like she's gonna be like a split personality person and just
well, considering how if I just even looked for that drawer, she had that evil twitch and the, Gauss eyes. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Okay, better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please. Let me see, dream on. Fuck you! If you want to know, you just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Alright, this room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is there someone staying here with you? Must be the other guy with the pink hair and pink suit. What amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on... Bitch, you already know I'm a lawyer. No, not me. I'm just the lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Don't make me afraid of that window, woman. Miss May doesn't like nosy lower lawyers. I forgot how many times he said, oh boy. Okay, hang on. Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness, you understand. How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness, it's just like the movie. Okay, I guess we have to just leave. I guess we have to go back to the detention center and give her that phone. What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. But first... and I listen to my sister's voice. Her eyes closed and she listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. So, your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. Yes, the parents are dead. Oh, okay. Your mother's just missing. Do cell phones save conversations in them? Some of them do. Some of them do, but I think most of them either just keep it on a secure record or delete them. The way my family have been meetings for generations. They say that ESP runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. After that, she disappeared. I guess he, proved that she was a fraud or something. My sister announced that she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself. I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my ESP. I feel bad for her all by herself on that mountain.
She's a freaking hermit.
Pretty much, yeah. Who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, this was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir and everyone was talking about it. Apparently, the police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Okay, so I guess she got contacted, and then when she was made contact with the victim, she made all these accusations, and then the guy was a lawyer who said, hey, that's bullshit. This case was solved, we fought, you fought. Man, my mother helped, the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the meeting had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. Yeah, that makes sense. It told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became a laughingstock of the nation. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name, my sister told me. White. Oh, so her life gets worse all the time, huh? Good to know.
Sounds a bit every game.
Yeah. So, like, what?
Game 1 accuses of murder by her sister's killer.
Alright, well, I guess we don't have anything else to do except maybe go back? Well, maybe the guy's back in his office. Game 2, set for murder by revenge. Okay. Accused of murder by her serial killers. Game 2 is set for murder by her vengeful aunt. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I have ever heard. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. Oh, nice fat joke, Phoenix. That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, and you're now... Yes, well, yes. But what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy, then how come no one could get in touch with you? I guess she was out for a late lunch. Or early lunch. You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about... Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. What's with the strange reaction? Ah-cha-cha! I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. It's not quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know that the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on here? Refused me even before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell him? Her.
I'm assuming he ignored the request because he knows who the prosecutor is.
Ah, probably. How do you know Maya Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly, and she had a mission, you see. Mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. Wanton winking.
You know, if you painted this guy orange and gave his hair a green color dye, he'd look like a freaking Oompa Loompa.
Well, Oompa Loompas are pretty short. He looks to be pretty tall. How can...
Two of them stuck together.
How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me, why won't you take the case? Well, you know, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is May's Faye's sister. Maya trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have the time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I am terribly, terribly sorry. but I'm afraid that no lawyers worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, but boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now, I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? The guy appears on the... That's quite a painting. You notice, it's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? Compliment on my painting. The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the way of the straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. You paid $3 million for that? Dude, you got fucking ripped. Oh no, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Okay. Guess I have to move. September 6th. Okay, it's 3:42. Hey, oh hey, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, you see, just be honest. I really don't think I should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her or go home? I'll defend her. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Well... I can't abandon you. Okay, I'll be nice. No one's as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. I wonder if you'll say the exact same way if it was like John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy, Charlie Manson, those kind of people. I won't abandon you, you can count me. Look, I know you told me before, Dio, that my choices won't really matter, but come on. That's so kind of you. Sniff. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Yeah, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Who the fuck would ask that? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. And there has to be something in there. Alright, so I guess I'll just talk to her some more and... Oh, okay, I finished that dialogue tree.
You want some chicken Dorito casserole?
Sure. Okay, so... Maybe I could try presenting this again? Hey, you got your cell phone back? Oh, say, can I listen? Oh, okay, so she's just going to keep doing that. I thought it would be a bit something different now that she agreed to be my lawyer, so she could probably open up to me or something. Well, okay, try that. Okay, I could go back to the law offices, Grossberg, okay, water. Let's try here first. Looks like the detective Gumshoe has gone home. The police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's offices. No one has time to talk to me. I guess I'll head out. Sky's blue and so am I. That's the hotel across the way. Okay, well, I guess I have to go back there. I mean... Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, who you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I just came up to deliver room service, sir. Is that really your job? I thought your thing was just a deal of luggage. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facilities? If you're in no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yee. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Scott, you came back quick! Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phone. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name before? White. That was his name. My sister told me. Okay, so White. White was the name of the guy who ruined Maya and Maya's father. Could be a coincidence. Probably not. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that helpful one drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. Oh, okay. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? So wiretap retrieved. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she even have this in her hotel room? There's a story behind this, I know it. Right? I'll be using this as a bit of evidence tomorrow's trial, and that's for sure. I'll get to this... I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean? Bad choice of words there, huh? Uh-oh, time to scram. I'll look forward to tango with you tomorrow. In court. Alright, to be continued. Alright, save it here. Alright, September 7th, 10 a.m. Court is now in session. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What's that thing around his neck? Is it like a scarf or something? The hell is that? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me on an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence he committed this murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. Oh, it's a scarf. Okay, I didn't know what it was because I guess all the flails kind of threw me off. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yeah, people are loving Mr. Edgeworth, huh? Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found here by the window, and the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck in the head by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Yeah, technically it's not a statue. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence you did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Alright. Her arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Cross-examination, what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness testimony, she would fluff it up and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. So basically, I'm supposed to yell at them until they change their mind, huh? Something the matter. No, sir, no, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Alright, let's see. As soon as the fall came in, I rushed to the scene. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gateway Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed, not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. There are two people at the scene there already. Buffing and bullshit. The lawyer's finest weapons. Hell yeah, they are. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I say about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got here before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us who the two people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. I'm just gonna like harass him whenever chance I get, see what he says. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. I'm wearing a suit. How's that fucking hippie clothes? Andrew was dressed more like a fucking hippie than I am with that scarf. You just stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. She's pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press a little more care. Fuck you, no I'm not. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why we had a witness account describing her. Why is that? What's your reasoning? Why we had a witness describing her at the scene. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the moment of the murder. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence? What? Miss Maya isn't suspicious. She sure isn't pink, pal. Sure she is. Look at her freaking suit. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims? I guess pressing can't have its advantage. Yes. Sorry, I got the order mixed up on my testimony, Your Honor. There was something I should have told you about you first. Very well. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the body's victim. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. The lab test results show the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Why didn't you testify about that final piece of evidence the first time? I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor. Sorry. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay, let's see here. Right, after securing the suspect, I examined it with my own eyes.
This is Japanese version of Judge Judy.
Judge Judy? I found a memo written next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written very clearly in blood. The lab test would show that it was the victim's. Victim's finger. Before she died, she wrote the name of the killer. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Okay, after securing the suspect. Memo. This shouldn't make my evidence hard, but it does. God damn it. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, the one who did wrote it, smarty pants. I did, the killer mismade it, fuck. Yeah, sorry, that was stupid. I don't know why I did that. Whoops. Well, detective tells. Honor the word, mine was very. Where can I check the evidence? Okay, court record. Okay, we have eyes autopsy report. Blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Got it. So you couldn't have time to. Okay.
Tell me if you need hints because
well, I just found out the autopsy report.
Hello, I'm watching.
Oh, sorry. Detective Gumshoe. You say that the victim wrote this note and that she was accusing the defendant. That's not really what you're saying. Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have to backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is not the only person who have absolutely couldn't have written it. There is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to blunt force or blow to one object. He died immediately. But no butting your way out this one, detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Let's see, I think I got it the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediately due to blunt force from a blunt object, but there is a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. Okay, you can't really do that, well, at least in American court, as soon as you obtain new evidence, you have to share it with the other lawyer. You can't just bring it up in court like that. It's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. What's with that fucking bow? Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you have something up your sleeve. Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say. You're a sham, the detective's a sham, I am a sham. The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you. I'm handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You're at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. So, okay, the autopsy has been reported, or updated. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests that the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Your Honor, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness, the poor, innocent girl that saw the murder with her own eyes. Would you write the name of someone who hit you really hard with your head? Would you write the name of someone who hit you really hard with your blood if that happened to you?
Could you think correctly?
Well, I would imagine if you got a blood force to the head, you kind of would be blinking out a few moments, especially if you're hit when it was so serious that you're dying from blood loss. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Okay, witness, your name, please. April May. Seriously, was that really needed? That fucking boob juggle? Shit. Okay, April May at your service, wink. Order, an introduction should not require any reaction from a crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Yeah, that fucking slutty winking, God forbid. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She already captured the heart of every man in the courtroom. Really? Every man? Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room, tee-hee. I checked in right in after lunch. This hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. Yeah, that's right. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Okay, witness testimony. It was like 9 o'clock at night when I look out the window, you know. And there, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And then the woman, like, dodged to the side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. And then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end, and that's all I saw. Every little bitsy wincy. What's with the fucking boob juggle? Okay. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony was just quite... God damn it, old man. Quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mice understudy, but you're not. You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? I don't realize I had a lot of witness testimony in comparison with later games. Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, I have to. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you mind begin cross-examination. Okay, I was like, at night when I looked out the window. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting over there in the defendant's chair. How did you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime worth a short, girlish figure. The testimony is fully proof, Your Honor. Well, a minute, the testimony stinks. Miss May, I am willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? That's alright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning of this? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. That fucking eye twitch! No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. and I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of those things. This testimony is bogus. Still, we don't know if she was dressed like that on the way of the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Did you really just fucking say wow? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think of all the trifling little details were necessary. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. God damn. No women in this game wears a bra. I haven't noticed. I'm pretty sure the first girl, May, wore a bra. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right, and then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And then she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that statuey clock, the thinker, I think. How does the accident not startle you, tee-hee? How do you know it was a clock? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. See everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her in the head with a weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That. Well, I can't. Hang on. A clock?
How did you know it's a clock?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing it just by looking at it. Another person in much of the same position as you are recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Who's Godot? I'm seeing a bunch of coffee signs and Professor Godot here and there.
Professor Godot.
Can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor, and as you may recall, I have caught murders with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If you had stopped me there, this trial would be over. So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my questions, and how did you know it was a clock? Because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law office of Fay & Co. No, Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room, hee. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could have easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it, it couldn't have rung. Oh, it's pronounced Godo, but spelled with a silent T, sir. My mistake. I apologize. Okay, I'm not satisfied because, well, if she couldn't see the faces, she couldn't have heard it. But it also had, like, the thing got gutted out. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard the clock go off in the building next door. You have proved that she could not. Amateurs, amateurs, listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing, you are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test you really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. But on what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. I have to not satisfy because it couldn't have run. It's inconceivable that clock in question could have rung. It's empty. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the courtroom the meaning of this? It is, as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Is a big fat liar. Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty somehow. He knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? It was after the witness heard the clock, and then there is no contradiction. That's true, that is a possibility. The clock might have begun to empty after she heard it. And that's exactly what happened, Your Honor.
But the phone recorded.
Yeah, the phone. Can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof that you like so much. The evidence that proves the clockwork was removed is... phone. I fucking love that. Take that! That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation she heard with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Well, neither was your autopsy. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. How does that concern you? I mean, you're a lawyer. Don't you really have anything to do with that? Isn't that more like the police chief or something, or commissioner? My heart goes out to you, Edward. Not? How fucking 90s. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working? That's lame. I had to take out the clockwork. Sorry. September 5th. 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning before the witness was arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was it again? I got to go so many. Oops, I forgot, wink. So the witness has seen this before, that would make sense. Does the defense... Yeah. Does the defense have any... Yes. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts the piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please provide this evidence... it was made. It's simple. The clock was never in any store ever. A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid. I love it.
No puns in this game. A+.
Yeah, those fucking puns. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Oh! Oh! Oh shit, she's going berserk! Her fucking buns! Oh god! Look at her fucking face!
Demonized.
She got so pissed off that her buns went upside down. They're like upside down hearts.
How's the old lady?
Venus got some sick burns. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is the court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Wow, this 360s. Even her buns got all fixed.
I'd just like to point out, the old man is supposed to be one hitting the hammer, but his hand looks very young.
Well, I don't know. I don't really stare at people's hands. That's silly me, Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Tee hee hee, wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that this weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you know the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. That is correct, Your Honor. The wiretap. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. I can show you the proof. This is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard that the murder weapon was a clock. By the way, in Ace Attorney universe, the death penalty is legal. So it's like pretty... Well, it's not like it's completely illegal in the States. It's just... You most likely die in prison before you actually die from the death penalty. I don't know how it works in Japan, though. Is it illegal to steal a wiretap from a witness room? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pretty illegal for a lawyer to steal evidence like that, and then... Even then, not giving it forward ahead of time. I found this in Miss May's room. Oh, so lawyers can do that if they have a permit. Okay. Mr. A, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Faye's phone. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. Fuck you, no it isn't! I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Yeah, she did. Dude, yeah, I did, with that fucking phone recording. And now it's like fucking Mega Man spikes. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is just look at the fucking phone. She said it right there. So, okay, Japan, America? So, what, this is supposed to be a cross between Japan and America? Oh, yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. My, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Oh, yeah. Again. What is it this time? It's a clock. I've made it to look like it's statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April? Hey, yeah, I think I have this under the book. You use this watch to listen to conversations, and that's how you know the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. What? A liar? How do you say that last part? Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? Oh, okay. You lawyer. Fucking sweat drops.
I can hear it, but I can't see it. There's a 10-second delay, so I'm about to see it.
Oh. It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm so the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Okay, she's crying. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Okay, you did it, didn't you? Why the wiretap? Yeah, she says lawyer as if it's an insult. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't this tippity tapping or whatever irrelevant? Well, if you were supposed to be a witness and you were wiretapping and then you're trying to make the poor girl a victim and then take her fault, yeah. Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edwards wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone? Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? He's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought of that, and of course I can and I will. Okay! You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say way. And I assure you, I am serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened at around 9 at night, right? Well, that's just when I saw I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service. Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. I think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy, wink. Ergo, the witness was not at the scene of the time of the murder. Well, that wasn't part of the question, though. So where does that leave us? It's my great pleasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're just going to let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Yeah, call the bellboy. Fuck it. Yeah, the defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already. I'm a lawyer. There is no low. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? As I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that April May was not the killer and thus she is innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. And I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Yeah, fuck it. Understood, I accept your condition. This is dumb. Oh, sorry, Dio. well, wait. Very well. Court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I happen to be of service. The tea looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness... Well, can you just set it down?
Don't forget about the second class in the hotel room.
That's true. Very good, sir. Alright, so Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 a.m. on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at the hotel precisely at the present time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin this cross-examination. This is it. I hope I'm involved in the murder somehow. Will be finished. Okay, I heard time for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the morning. I guess Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Alright, let's look at the record. Insurance. Recognition. Fire time. Okay, once more, I press him until he spills the beans, or his tea. I guess these exclamation points show how much I'm allowed to press him before I, get punished for...
Maybe the 8 between 9s? Ask him what about the hour?
Yeah, okay, I received... Okay. At 8 on the dot and then 9. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her starting radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... Which them? The point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? I know, what's this them exactly? Hello, it's 8-Bit in the chat. Yeah, he's doing it on his phone, so there might be a bit delay. Well, I can't find the extra pair of glasses. Did I not get them as evidence? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought into her.
Exclamation points represent how many times you can try presenting evidence before you lose.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I could press every single statement he makes, huh? Okay. I just want to speak with 8-Bit. Aww. You press really, accept the times they explicitly tell you that pressing is limited. Okay. Confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and she wished to drink coffee after. I am the time of the murder. Brought to her precisely at the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest herself. Are you sure that it was Miss April May? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir, as in, so very absolutely, as in, it's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she and the guest favored me with, an embracer? Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. Not a French kiss, sir, but more like a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I figured Miss May was up to something and she wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing here. Is that all it? Shit! Tisk, finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you'll end this rather tedious examination here. It was a bit tedious, and the witness may leave the stand. I can't leave this happen, can I? Protest. Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask you one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This rate of justice has been gone long enough. I don't know, Miss Thatcher. Alright, Mr. Wright. Now I'll give you one more question, and that's it. Okay, this is really it. This is my last chance. How do I ask him about it? Check-in, room service, bed making.
I would guess check-in as if more than one person checked in.
Yeah, okay.
Or either that or bed making, see if two
well,
people slept.
Yeah. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was she was beautiful. Beautiful person. She was just my type of girl. So it was really a disappointment. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am now without charm, sir, but even I would like to have a little chance with her lovely hair. What did you say? Rather quiet. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Good choice. Did Mrs. May check in with another person? That was objectionable? Fuck you, Edgeworth. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Well, yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That is the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, sir, quite. Indeed. It was the, good Sir over Edgeworth who asked me not to mention it. It was specifically asked, sir. Oh, fuck you, man. You fool. I've done it, I won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with her man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when she brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who is this other person? Simple, it was Miss April May, the man with Miss May, the bellboy. I guess it was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, this has been previously revealed. Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that she was with her, the bellboy who saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you would like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Yeah, I'm pretty sure forcing the witness to not indulge in information is very illegal. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. The court acknowledges the defense's argument as expected of the prosecution and defense to look into this matter thoroughly. Am I understood? Yes, Gaps. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today for the trial of Miss Fay. The court is adjourned. September 7th, 2024, p.m. District Court, Vanilla lobby number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Do lawyers really have fans? I was just doing my job, hehe. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Did you realize he wanted you to die for no other reason just because he remotely thought you had a chance of being guilty, right? That face of his with his eyes wide, trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no. I don't think so, not yet. But I got a great lead in today's trial, a lead. That man with Miss May, he's the key. I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Okay. I asked for a full record of Miss April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part of it that got left on the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all. Anyway, it's time to hit the pavement and do some investigation. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. To be continued! Well, I think that will probably be a good time to stop right here. Hopefully you enjoyed this little Let's Play of mine, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks again. See you next time.